Okay, the recording's on. Hold on. I'm a-coming. Oh, see the artwork on the wall? My daughters did that artwork. And admire the artwork if you like. It's pretty good artwork actually when you look at it close up. But anyway, I'm a-coming. Here I'm coming. I'm going to come around here. Alright, I have so many things to tell you. There I stick my ugly mug in the camera there. Oh, well, hold on now. I'm in pictures. I gotta look good here. There. Alright. It's late at night, and I probably really should be in bed. But this is one of the few times where I can actually make a video without interruptions. So I'm going to make a video with no interruptions. Oh, by the way, my name is Edward. I'm 60 years old. I'm on medical disability. And some people say I'm half nuts. Some people say I'm just totally whacked right out. But that's aside. I'll tell you all about me some other time. Some of you will probably already know me. But I'm really excited. Because, well, I'm also a PC builder, right? I build PCs in my spare time. Other people do other things in their spare time. You know, some are into whatever, garbage on the internet. And I do a lot of internet stuff myself. And I even have a Facebook page. But anyway, I had to figure out what I was going to do with my spare time. Believe it or not, I'm half intellectual. I'm half redneck. So I'm quite a combination. No, really, seriously, I'm well read. And I am a thinker. But actually, I'm making this video because, well, I got the inspiration from an old buddy of mine, okay, and he's way down in Quebec now, but I used to know him back here in the west side, and he bought himself a Hewlett-Packard kind of, refurb, $200 kind of package deal. Not a bad deal, really. $200, he got himself a computer plus a monitor, okay, but this is kind of something along those lines, but a little different because these are old parts. And I just want to say, anybody can do this, all right? Don't let my brilliance fool you. Don't let my intellect, deceive you. Look at my redneck side. I'm standing here in my long johns, okay? Yes, actually I kicked up a bit of a fuss once when I answered the door. A police officer woman was there, and I think I got myself a little bit of trouble because I was standing there in my long johns, and I'm pretty sure that she thought I was a pervert because, I'm going to digress here because let me explain something to you. It's my house, right? If I want to answer the door in long johns, it's my own business. It's my privilege to answer the door in my long johns. I can't get over the hypocrisy of some people. They go out there to the swimming pool and they got these little bikini briefs on, or whatever you want to call them. They're supposed to be swimming trunks, right? I mean, how can you even call them trunks? They don't even have legs on them. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is all socially acceptable. But a guy can't even answer the door in his long johns without getting himself in trouble. He's a suspicious man because he's wearing long johns in his own home. I have more coverage over my bare skin in a pair of long johns than most people have on a hot summer day wearing pants. Let that one sink in. But anyway, I'm putting that aside for the moment. That's not the subject here. But, it's just that we live in a really crazy world. I'm supposed to be the crazy one. Anyway, but how did I get on this topic? Well, warning, don't answer the door in your long johns. You could be oppressed. You could be reported for being a pervert because you answered the door in your long johns. All right, so here's what I'm on about. I'm on about this old thing here. I was going to build a computer from old parts that I had. I'm still going to do that. But while I was roasting about, I found this. This I know it needs to be clean. It's got stains on it, old parts kicking around inside here. You know, I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to get it ready. This is a Dell Inspiron. I was inspired by my buddy down in Quebec to resurrect this Inspiron. Men, we have the technology. We can rebuild it. And what I'm going to do is try to give you step by step, like, you know, things, you know, ideas, procedures, if you will, how to build a junk box computer that will work well and serve most of your purposes, email, Facebook, you know, even maybe flash gaming, online, that kind of thing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to actually show you how to do it, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see, actually you probably can't. I'm going to bring this up. Oh, that's how I got on the Long John topics, because I'm wearing my Long Johns. Okay, right up here, I don't even know if I can show you, we have the lighting, but that's the old Vista, the Windows COA for Vista, or Vista, you know, now a defunct operating system, right? But you know, we could probably still download most of the files and get that rolling too if we want. But I'm going to clean this case up, and I have over here, I have to show you something else I have that I bought on eBay. It cost me about 50 bucks, but a motherboard. I bought this motherboard because I know this particular motherboard. I'm going to bring it up to you here, and I think it's a micro ATX. I don't think it's a full-size ATX. And this motherboard has proven itself to me in the past so well that I actually bought for, well, I got sentimental, you know. But as you can see, it's got the 4 SATA ports. I think the guy popped in a new battery there, it kind of looks like. You know, it has a place for a graphics card. It's got the old PCI slots here, so you can put in maybe an old PCI USB 2 card in there. You know, it has, the interesting thing is it's also got the surround sound, and the sound off this little board is remarkably good. I was, you know, very impressed with that. Back in the day when I actually had a Dell computer like this. Now what I'm going to do, and here's the thing, you can actually still put a floppy on this. Can you imagine a floppy drive? If you want, you can. I want to do that. I want to connect a floppy drive just for old time's sake. Okay, and of course the part for this CPU. But I got to thinking, you know, I have one of these running right now currently. My daughter is using it. She's very happy. She actually games on it. And, you know, with a Sapphire graphics card, and it serves her purposes perfectly. So, I was going to pull that old motherboard out of it because the motherboard in that one has some issues. And what happened is this port, I believe, got fried, and some other circuitry got fried due to the fact that the person who sold me the used board, or the used computer for that matter, did not put in the correct power supply. Now, these are Dell computers. They have proprietary power supplies. And I burned out 2 hard drives before I realized what the problem was. He had used the wrong connectors in a a different power supply that was not proprietary, so to speak, like not at least not with Dell, and it was not a correct power supply to use with Dell, and I killed two hard drives, just fried them. This is way long ago, back in the early days. Now I wouldn't make that mistake again, knowing what I know about computers, but there it is. I was going to replace that board with this board. But as I was digging through my materials, it's a cute little board. It has a lot of features actually for what it is. And so, yeah, I'm going to resurrect the old beast like the old codger that I myself am. And we are going to get this thing running. The interesting thing is, although I did pay about 50 bucks for this board Canadian, that's, you know, after the shipping and the handling and all that stuff. And I've purchased motherboards from this supplier in BC before. Everyone has checked perfectly. They're a very reliable supplier. But I just wanted to say that I was digging around and I found the case. I found the case from the original one that had gone on me. And that's the problem with these computers, is the power supplies tend to be a little weak. And the power supply in this computer went at the time. I didn't know much about computers. And I tossed the, I knew a bit about software, but not hardware. You know, I tossed the business in the garbage, but I kept the case. And I forgot that I kept the case. But as I was digging through my stuff, I found this case. And I'm thinking, why should I take apart a functional computer? Well, somewhat functional. I mean, you know, there's a couple of ports going in it, right? Just to replace the motherboard with this new motherboard that you see, I mean, refurbished, of course. When I could just drop it in here. And not only that, I found the original CPU. Because that started me off. You know, I got it inspired, and I found the original CPU for this motherboard. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not make two? Why not make a whole fleet of old computers that probably are only good for getting online, checking your email, doing your basic tasks, printing, scanner, all that kind of stuff still works, people. You know, people check their computers too soon, in my estimation. And I mean, I realize this computer is well over 10 years old. I mean, it came out when, you know, the main operating system for it was Vista. I could put Windows 7 on it. You could put Linux on it. It'll be good for another 5 years. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to resurrect this PC. I'm going to show you step-by-step processes how I could do this and how anyone could do this. This is not hard. And if you're not proud, you can go dumpster diving. You can resurrect one of these PCs yourself. You know, so it needs a little RAM maybe, or maybe, you know, half the time it just needs a good cleaning. And maybe replace the CD drive in it, or replace the RAM in it, and you're good as new, you're good. Or replace the power supply. You can do this, and you can get a computer for a song this way. And I guess I want to encourage my audience that to do this. You know, it's better for your environment. You know, it'll save you some money. You can have a functional computer by, you know, that you would be surprised with a good graphics card, you know, and I mean, it's easy to get a good graphics card when you only shell out $50, $60 for computer parts, okay, get up and running, save a few bucks aside on the side, you know, a little bit, right, you know, go mow some grass or some lawn or shovel some snow, and earn a little money, get a good used graphics card off of eBay, slap it in. You'd be surprised what kind of gamer output you can get going that way if you're a gamer. You know, a buddy of mine sent me a graphics card here in the mail, $50 graphics card, right? You know, back in the day it was probably worth a lot more. But I was surprised. I was surprised what this little card could do. You know, and I shouldn't have been actually, because it was a Sapphire. You know, those old Sapphire cards, those AMD Sapphire cards, they are not bad little cards for what they can do. Oh, you're not going to be running 120 FPS or anything like that. I'm not saying, you know, state of the art and all that, bleeding edge. No. But I am saying, you know, for what you pay, Yeah, for 50 bucks, you can get a half decent graphics card on eBay. You know, that normally costs you 4 times the amount just to get that kind of performance. Let me tell you something. I got a brand new graphics card from Amazon for my daughter. It was a NVIDIA 710 GT. I am not going to make a secret about that. That card was such garbage. I'm telling you, that card compared to a much older DDR3 memory Sapphire graphics card. That Sapphire graphics card could run circles around this NVIDIA 710 GT. Let me tell you that right now. And I mean, as for Windows, it brought the Windows experience score down from the actual Windows Experience Index for the onboard graphics. That's how crappy this NVIDIA GT 710 is. So I'm telling you people, don't buy an NVIDIA GT 710. Alright? Get an old Sapphire graphics card for about 50 bucks because it'll run circles around that GT 710. Alright? Promise you. I promise you. The GT 710 has 3 gigabytes of memory. So what? If that's what it does to your Windows experience, it's not worth using. Okay? The Sapphire graphics card, only 1 gigabyte of memory, but it brought the experience index right up. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to be careful that way. You can get a used graphics card that'll just do wonders compared to some of these brand new, you know, low profile cards or whatever. Wow, I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so I'm on my rant, but I'm trying to tell you that I am going to do this video. I am going to show you step-by-step procedures how you can resurrect an old throwaway computer. You can, you know, and if you're not too proud, you can dive into a dumpster, pull one out, and get started right away. You can find out what's wrong with it, and then, you know, just put in what you need to put in to get it going again, and you'll save yourself a ton of money. You have some fun, the satisfaction of building it yourself, knowing your computer inside and out, and you know, you're doing your environment a big favor at the same time. And I know a lot of people, you know, especially like manufacturing companies, that, you know, come on, they want to sell you brand new stuff, so they probably don't like videos like this. But you know, and I'm not going to be begging for any subscriptions or stuff like that, because I don't do that on the net. But I'm throwing together all kinds of computers. And I'm a bit of a hoarder maybe when it comes to computer parts, because I know if it's functional, you can make it work again, and you can make it, you can upgrade it, you can make it current. And that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to make this computer current. Now, it might take a little time, and I'll probably, maybe it'll be over the course of a week actually, but I'm going to get started on it today, and I'm going to show you my step-by-step procedure. First thing I'm going to do is clean up this old rusty, dusty case I found. I'm going to clean it up, but hey, it's still functional, you know, it's still a case. And we'll take it from there. But I want to show you that this can be done. And I want to show, you know, if you don't have a desktop computer, I recommend you get one, because laptops don't really do everything. I mean, there's some pretty good ones out there now, okay? But you're going to find over time that laptops are not nearly as flexible as desktops are. You could do so much inside. You can modify, you can add drives, you can take away drives, you can, you know, nothing quite beats the satisfaction that you get when you build your own desktop computer. Even refurbish your own desktop computer. I can promise you that. It's always good. Now, I'm not saying don't have a laptop. Laptops are good in the event that your desktop breaks down, right? And also you can transfer data back and forth, you know, for when you're on the go. It's good to have a laptop. I have a laptop myself, you know, just a little Acer. But I'm just trying to say that, you know, and that, let me tell you something about that Acer. That Acer was brought to me. It was a piece of junk. It was all broken. The keyboard was broken on it. I don't want to go through that again. It's so hard to hook up those little ribbons, you know, the bit underneath, and you have to have it angled, and the ribbon's so short. Anyway, a lot harder to work on a laptop. Let me tell you that. Anyway, I got that Acer. I bought parts from eBay, which were not exactly cheap, but when it came right down to it, for $50, I got a brand new laptop because I built it all myself. You know, I put it together from 4 different laptops. I actually put together a little Acer laptop. That thing serves me really good now. You know, memory, the whole bit. You know, so this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, if you can do it with a laptop, trust me, you can do it with a desktop. So, having said that, I've probably taken up enough time. But thank you for paying attention to this. This is going to be an interesting project, I promise you. All right, thanks for putting up with the old guy, and we'll talk to you again soon. Enjoy the artwork. My daughters make such interesting artwork. Hold on, look at this. Isn't that neat? Let me zoom in on that a bit. My daughters are. Well, I'll probably have to pull the. There we are. Like that. That's real leaves. That's a real leaf print. I love my daughter's work. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and this would be part 1. Thanks for watching. God bless you.